Good morning. You're very welcome back to Yoga at the Black Bull this morning. Lovely sunny morning outside. My name's Aisling, and today we are going to be focusing on, again, the shoulders and the neck, always opening the chest and stretching out the neck. And we're also going to add in a little bit of leg and hamstring and calf stretches. Now that we have a little bit more freedom, I see everybody's going for longer walks, longer runs, and hiking, etc., etc. So it's a nice slow class again, relaxing, but also getting some nice deep stretches in to our lower body today. So we're going to start in a cross-legged seat position. You can get comfortable here, sit on a blanket or a pillow, and just gently start relaxing into this position. Palms facing up to the ceiling. Close your eyes. Make sure both sit bones are on your mat or on your pillow. Spine nice and straight. Shoulders relaxed. Neck relaxed. Relax the eyelids. Relax your jaw muscles. And just let the breath slow down, completely coming into the present moment and bringing your awareness into your body and how you're feeling this morning. And just notice how your body changes when you inhale and exhale. So the rise and fall of your belly. And whatever thoughts come into your mind, just let them pass and you can deal with them later. Bring yourself back into the present, back into focusing on your breath. And again, just noticing if you've tensed up in any area. Make sure everything is completely relaxed. And you can keep your eyes closed. And we're just going to inhale and turn our head over the right shoulder. And exhale, bring it back and over the left shoulder. And inhale over the right. And exhale to the left. And we'll do 2 more on each side. And then we'll meet back in center, and then we're going to inhale and look up to the ceiling, stretching out the front of the neck, and then exhale, chin to chest, stretching out the back of the neck. And just move with your own breath here. Inhale up, and exhale, drop down. And inhale up. And exhale, chin to chest. 1 more. And then just bring it back to center and drop your right ear down to your right shoulder. Just breathe into the left side of the neck and send the left hand behind over to the back of the right hip. Make sure the neck is nice and relaxed here, shoulders nice and relaxed. And then on your next inhale, we're going to come back to center and drop the left ear down to the left shoulder. Breathing into the right side of the neck. And send the right hand over to the back of the left hip. And then slowly bring the head back to center. And we're just going to roll the shoulders up to the ears and back a few times. Just noticing if there's any tightness, or you might hear a few cracks. Perfectly normal. And then we'll change direction. And we're going to send the left hand over to the right knee and the right hand behind us, and look over the right shoulder, both sit bones glued to the mat. And just breathe into the twist. Spine nice and straight, nice and tall. And then come back to center and switch sides. Right hand comes to the left knee, left hand behind the shoulder. And look over that left shoulder, keeping both sit bones on the mat. Breathing into the twist on the right body. And then slowly come back to center, and we're going to make our way into tabletop position. So if you come onto the front of your mat, if you have sensitive knees and you've got a blanket, you can just scoop that under the knees. And we're going to just come into some cat-cow movements here. So you want your wrists beneath your shoulder blades and knees in line with your hips. And we're going to inhale, arch the spine, send the gaze up. And then exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, push the floor away from you, round the shoulders. And inhale, look up, arch the spine. And exhale, chin to chest. 3 more like this. And 1 more. And then come back to center. And step that left foot to the back of the mat. Push into that left heel and get a nice stretch in your left calf. And you can rock forward and back. Just checking in, how far do you want to lean back to get the most out of the stretch. And then we're going to step that left foot out to the side. So you might come here or here, wherever you land is where you're meant to be today. And we're just going to rock back and forth with that left foot down on the ground, stretching into the side of the left leg. And don't forget your inhale and your exhale. Every time you exhale, you want to breathe into wherever you feel the stretch the most. And then bring that left foot back to center and send the right foot to the back of the mat, pressing into that right heel, getting a stretch in the right calf muscles. Again, rocking back and forward, and just seeing where you get the most stretch. And then we'll send that right foot out to the side and just rock forward and back, sending the stretch in the inside of the right leg. And if you find a spot that's really tight, you can stop and just breathe into that particular spot, area. And then come back to tabletop. We're going to tuck the toes under and sit back onto the heels and bring the body upright, straight spine, and just coming into a nice toe squat here. And we'll take about 3 deep breaths here. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck again. And then you can release the feet and send the toes out to the side of the mat, knees together. You can stay on your blanket here, or if you need to put your blanket underneath the feet here as well, depending what type of floor you're on, you might need the extra support. So knees together, toes apart, and we're going to try and sit back in between the heels. Now, if that is too intense, you can grab a cushion or a block and just stick it under your bum. And I'm going to just sit here, stretching out the quads here. Spine again is nice and straight. And you can stay like this, or if you want to open up the chest a little bit, we'll send the fingertips behind us and the chest come forward. Keep the neck relaxed. We'll do 2 more breaths here. And then we'll come back, bring ourselves back into our tabletop. And we're going to tuck the toes under. Keep your blanket close. And we're going to tuck the toes under. Lift the knees and send the hips back. Push the heels down to the mat and come into a downward facing dog. And we're just going to keep pedaling the legs here as if we're walking. Pushing the chest back and just really stretching out the calves here. And we're going to straighten both legs and walk the right foot over across to the outside of the left foot. So you've got a bend in your right foot here and straight in your left leg, and just getting deeper into that left leg. And just take 2 deep breaths here. And then bring the right foot back to center, straighten the right leg, bend the left knee and send it across to the outside of the right foot. Two more breaths here. And then come back to center and just pedal it out again. And straighten both legs, push the heels down. And on your next inhale, you're going to step that right foot forward in between both hands. Drop the back knee and drop the back foot. And we're just going to move forward and backwards, stretching out the quad, the inside of the right leg. And then we're going to bend the right knee over the right ankle, engage the glutes, and slowly lift the arms up overhead and come up. And then exhale, we're going to bend into that right knee, send the hips forward, make sure both hips are facing directly forward, hands above the head, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths here. Last breath. And then exhale, bring both hands down to the mat. Lift the back foot, lift the back knee, and send the right foot back to meet the left, back into our downward dog. And just walk it out. And then when you're ready, you're going to step that left foot to the front of the mat. So inhale and exhale, step it between both hands. You might need to help it up. Drop the back knee and drop the back foot. And again, just rocking back and forth. Just noticing where you might need the most stretch. And we're going to bend that left knee over the left ankle. And then inhale, bring the hands forward, up overhead. And exhale, bend into that left knee over the left ankle. Send both hips forward. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths here. And then exhale, bring both hands back to frame that foot. Lift the back foot, lift the back knee, and send the left foot back to meet the right. And we're going to walk the feet and the hands together to meet in the middle of the mat. And turn out to the side of your mat. And coming into a forward fold here, bending into both knees as much as you can. And we're just going to let everything hang. So we're stretching those hamstrings. And we're going to slowly bring ourselves up to standing. Really, really slowly. You might move from side to side. And the last thing to come up is the head. And from here, we're going to walk our feet out more than hip distance with the toes pointing diagonal. And both hands on the hips, and we're going to hinge forward, engage the glutes, engage the upper legs. And we're going to hinge forward to come halfway here. And then stop, take an inhale, and then exhale. We're going to fall all the way down as far as we can go. You might want to walk the feet out a bit further. And just really getting into the back of the upper legs, so really your hamstring muscles. And we're just going to bend into the right knee. And then bend over to the left knee. Just moving back and forth, really slowly. Brilliant. And then when you're ready, just come back to center and walk both fingertips over to the side of the right leg. So you might grab onto the right ankle, or you might be up here, wherever you get to stretch the most. And just send chin to chest. Just breathe into the back of that right leg. If you need to bend a little bit into that right knee, that's fine. Go ahead. You might shake. I'm very shaky this morning. And then walk the fingertips back to center and then over to the left leg. So wherever you can grab onto here. And just fold, let the head, chin to chest, breathe into the back of the left thigh. And then walk the fingertips back to center. And this time we're going to interlace our hands behind our back and lift the shoulder blades. Just getting a nice stretch there in the back of the shoulders and the chest. You might want to bend into your knees a little bit here, that's fine. And then just letting gravity do the work with your hands. Everything loose, heavy, falling down. And we're going to slowly press into both feet, engage the leg muscles, and slowly lift yourselves up to standing. And then just shake it out. And walk the feet back together. And inhale the arms out to the side, overhead, palms together. Fold back down. Inhale, lift halfway, back flat. Just going to turn this way. And exhale, folding back down. Bend into both knees if you need to. And we're going to grab onto the outside of the left ankle with our right hand and send that left hand up to the sky and look up, trying to look over the left shoulder. You can bend both knees here or straighten them, whatever feels good. And then exhale, bring that hand down and grab the outside of the right ankle with the left hand, send the right hand up to the sky and look over that right shoulder. And inhale, come back to center. And place both hands onto the mat and just walk the feet back. Walking back into downward dog, slowly pedaling it out. And then drop the knees to the mat, toes together, knees apart. Sit back into the heels, or if you need to put your pillow or block here, and just bring the head to your mat. The hands can come forward, down by your side, and just take a few breaths here. Letting your body take in all the stretching we've just done there. And we'll slowly send the fingertips forward, push yourself up, and just when you send the fingertips behind you, open the chest, and just take 2 breaths here. And then come back up, and we'll come back into the seated position that we started in. Cross your legs, both sit bones onto your mat or your pillow, and just close your eyes again, and just let the body come back into its natural rhythm and take in everything you've just done, and notice if you feel any different. Maybe you don't, and that's absolutely fine. You don't need to push anything, just accepting exactly where you are, and be grateful that you took the time out for yourself today to do something. And we'll open our eyes. We're going to take 3 last deep breaths of the class, and with every exhale we're going to sigh out any tension or stress that we have left. So we'll inhale and exhale, sigh it out, and again inhale, and the last time, inhale, and thank you very much for coming today. I hope you enjoyed the class, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I just want to say thanks to everybody who watched last week's video. I was not expecting that many views or comments, and thank you all for the lovely messages. I'm really excited to do this series with the Black Bull, so I'm really grateful for all of you who came back today for another class. And again, if you want to work on any particular areas, just let me know in the comments, and you can find me on Facebook or Instagram at yoga ash. So enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you very much. Bye bye.